All right, welcome back to the land of objectively correct opinions.
We're always right.
Yes, and we're doing something different today with a recording. I'm Laurel.
I'm Victoria.
And today we're going to tell you which My Hero Academia characters would be the best to marry. The best waifu, the best husbando. We've only got adults here because they're the only ones who are marriageable. All the kids are still in school. They gotta do their homework. It's important.
And also, they're all pretty objectively shitty. You wouldn't want to marry any of those kids. They're fucking wild.
So, up first, we unfortunately have All for One. I think we can objectively say that this is a yikes. For many reasons. One, he has a potato face. He's a known child abuser.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we can talk about the terrorism, but we kind of have to we kind of have to put the terrorism to the side because there's so many villains on this list.
Mm-hmm.
We have to pretend that, murder is not a deal breaker. But even so, gross nasty man.
Mm-hmm. Gross nasty man number one.
You can't kiss him.
Nope. No kisses.
No kisses, can't marry him.
He wouldn't hold you gently. He wouldn't tell you you're beautiful.
Also, Shigaraki would be your stepson, and I don't think I could handle that.
Extra yikes.
All right, up next, All Might. Love this man dearly with all my heart, but he's gonna be so high maintenance. I hate to say this, but the man does not take care of himself, and he's missing, his stomach.
He's also gonna probably die within the next 5 years, and I don't know if I can handle that emotional trauma.
It's a lot of grief, and I'm too young to be a widow. So even though I love him, I'm thinking a C rank because he is a good man.
He's good.
He's a good guy.
And in both forms, we're not
discriminating here.
Yeah. He is just as beautiful skinny as he is buff. So they are one and the same.
But yeah, I'm thinking solid C ranking.
Definitely C rank.
Now, I think we're going to differ on this one.
I love this man.
I do not.
I love his look.
I hate it.
I love the belt across his face. It's very Yu-Gi-Oh! I love all the belts, I think. It's just perfect. It's a theme. He's thematically correct.
Okay, well, I have to admit something here, which is that I hate wearing jeans. And so there we come into conflict.
We should probably state before we go any further, I'm an anime only.
Oh, true. There are Okay, we should have mentioned this earlier, but there are going to be spoilers in this video because I keep up to date with the manga. She does not, but she knows things.
Yes. I know many things. Laurel has told me many a thing about what happens when I live through her and her Snapchat updates on what's going on in the manga. But other than that, I am an anime only because I don't read because I'm a heathen. So,
anyway, best genist. Honestly, I don't like his looks. I don't like his attitude. I will not wear jeans. All right, so my argument personally, I would put best genus in D rank, but I know you're not going to stand for that.
No, I think we should at least put him in C with All Might. I think he'd be a good husband. I think he'd take care of me. He seems very successful.
I mean, he is.
Yeah, he would. I would always be in fashion.
So long as it's jeans.
It's so long. You know what? All I need to wear is jeans. I don't
actually
care.
Like jeans. So
I do like jeans.
C rank, I will concede to you. No, Bubble Girl, she's very cute. Very practical top. I do feel like her boobs are just going to fall right on out.
Right, they're just...
And, I mean, that would be embarrassing if that happened in public.
Mm-hmm.
But she's very cute. She has a bubbly personality.
Mm-hmm. As the name suggests.
I mean, there's not really much to say. I think she's just kind of a nice person.
I think she can probably go in B rank.
I think she's a B. I would marry Bubble Girl.
She isn't going to break your heart. I think that's important.
All right, up next is Burnin, who you don't know.
Nah.
But she's one of Endeavor's sidekicks. She's got flaming hair. She's got attitude. And she's pretty hot.
I do not know this human character. She looks like she has blonde hair.
She doesn't. It's actually green because Horikoshi.
Fuck Horikoshi. She looks kind of cute. I wouldn't be angry putting her in B tier. I don't know her though.
I want to put her in B tier just because she's kind of hot. But, like,
Reasonable.
personality-wise, she's not the nicest, but she's not the worst either. Though that might just be, like, she seems nicer in comparison considering who she works for.
Would she hold you at night?
Would she hold me?
Would she hold you at night?
I think she'd hold me.
And yeah,
I'd like to imagine
let's
that.
put her in B tier then.
All right, up next is Captain Celebrity from Illegals. Now, this man would be... He is married in canon, but we're gonna just assume that he wasn't. We have seen that he is, in fact, an awful husband. But isn't it cool to have an American?
Isn't it cool? He's American. Fuck.
His name is Chris.
Chris. Generic. If he's already been revealed to be a bad husband, I think we have to put him in D tier. A bad husband's a bad husband, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to treat you any different because you're a different person.
I think that's fair.
Always bad.
He's kind of shitty, and D tier is definitely where he belongs.
Trash.
Up next is Cementos. Honestly, A tier.
A tier.
He would love me. He would hold me.
He'd be harder than a rock.
It would be rough, but you know what? He's full of love.
He's cold.
He has a soft face. I trust him.
I don't know this man very well. I only know him from the bits he's been in the anime.
You know him as well as I do.
Fuck. He's a C tier for me.
Oh, no.
C tier.
A tier.
He wouldn't be able to hold me, Laurel. He's cold.
He could. You don't know that he's cold.
His name is Cementos.
That doesn't mean anything. This is My Hero Academia. Anything goes. I can compromise to B tier.
Fine, put him in B tier.
All right, what about Centipeder?
I hate this man. He's gross. I hate centipedes.
You know, I don't want to discriminate.
His voice is horrible.
He does have an awful voice.
His voice is terrible.
I don't know that I could stand to listen to that voice. And he is a little bit creepy crawly. I know he can't help it, but also, gosh.
He's just really gross.
I just want him to know that he's a good person. He looks good in a suit, and that him going into D tier is not any fault of his personality. It's our fault.
It's our fault. We're the ones in the wrong. We can't love him for who he is.
All right, up next is Dobby.
Dobby's disgusting.
He's gross.
You guys are freaks if you like him. He's fucking gross. Do you imagine how bad he smells? Rotting flesh.
Burnt, rotting flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those piercings just everywhere on his body. We don't even know what his body looks like. Just imagine what could be going on there.
He probably smells like, when you burn your hair on your flat iron. That's what he smells like.
But his hair is really awful because it's dyed.
Oh, fuck,
he dyes his own hair, I bet he does a shit job of it.
Making this video, it's been confirmed.
Yeah, this is Toya, and you know what? I don't think I have the patience to get in on Todoroki drama.
So, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be any part of the Todoroki family.
And this is peak Todoroki drama.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, D tier all the way.
Yeah, I think we can put him in D tier. I almost want to put him in Yikes because he's really probably...
He's gross, but he's not all for one gross.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yikes is a very special tier. Up next is Ectoplasm, who's pretty rad guy. He can't kiss you, and that's a shame. But he does do really good karaoke.
Does he?
He does.
That sounds pretty awesome. I like his character design a lot. I honestly think he looks pretty fucking tit.
Honestly, I respect anybody who is so he's a double amputee, and when he's in his hero mode, instead of going for a realistic prosthetic or one of those functional athletic ones, he was peg legs. 2 peg legs. And I respect that choice.
Fuck. He seems like a reasonable human being. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. I don't know a lot about him. I think we can probably safely put him in B tier.
I think he's B tier. All right, what about Edshot?
Okay, so I fucking love Ed Shot because his hair literally looks like you took Edgeworth's hair from Ace Attorney and you flipped it sideways and plopped it on this man's fucking head. I don't know jack shit about him, but just that alone makes him A tier for me.
Plus, he's like an edgy ninja.
He is
so
an
you've
edgy
got this
ninja.
great combination of Ace Attorney and like Naruto angst.
Yeah,
I feel
fuck.
like he's got a bit of a Sasuke vibe to
Oh
him.
man, good Sasuke. As we know, he's really cool.
He is really cool.
So I want to put him at A tier.
You know what? I am willing to put Ed Shot
I don't
in
know
A
if
tier.
he'd hold
I don't know
me.
anything about him, but
I don't
think
know-
he just deserves it.
I don't-
So, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't know if he'd hold me. I don't know if he'd love me, but I would love his hair. I would love him, and that's all that matters.
All right, up next is Endeavor, who is immediate yikes tier. Literal wife beater.
Mhm.
You know, I am something of an Endeavor stan. Absolutely not marrying this man. We've seen how that went. Never again.
He's not allowed to marry anyone anymore.
No. We're done. We're done.
He's too much of an asshole, even if he's really trying. He's really trying, apparently, in the manga. I haven't seen it. As we've said, I only watched the anime. But he's apparently trying.
It doesn't make up for it. It's still major yikes.
One big yikes.
Just no thank you. All right, up next is Aizawa, he's gross, nasty.
He's disgusting.
Smelly, nasty, ugly man.
I know y'all are like, oh, he's fucking Kakashi, which he is, but he's the disgusting version of Kakashi.
Do you think he's ever washed that sleeping bag?
Mm-mm.
He hasn't.
He only also eats jelly, and I've never seen him brush his teeth. So
yeah, a D
some
tier,
problem.
straight to D tier. Disgusting, gross, nasty man.
He also probably never comes home, and he just forget about you. He's too caught up in whatever the fuck he's doing. So definitely D tier.
Facum is an S tier.
Yeah, Facum's
Facum is S tier. There is no question about that. Lovely man, lovely personality.
The hugs he'd give you.
The
Very
best
soft.
hugs.
The squishiest man.
Just think about like sleeping on him.
Mhm, exactly.
He's very large, but you know what? Like in terms of like he's tall and broad. He is like 8 feet tall or something like that.
Fuck.
But anyway, S tier, S tier, S tier.
He'd love you and respect you because that's the kind of man Fat Gum is.
Yes. All right, up next is Fuyumi, who is very sweet and a nice person. But she's really going down the ranks in terms of, once again, I do not want to be involved in keeping up with the Todorokis.
Fuck, keeping up with the Todorokis. Yeah, nah. I don't know anything about her. She's very cute, though.
She's very nice. She's a teacher.
You see, that sounds very sweet. I feel like we should at least give her the benefit of the doubt.
I want to put her, any Todoroki's going into at least D tier just because, but I want to give her, like, into C tier solely because she is, like, a nice person.
She looks very cute. So I would also give her C tier. I think that's solid.
Gentle is D tier. What a weirdo. What a creep.
Right? He's so fucking weird. Y'all,
I don't want in on
looks
that.
like she's 5. It ain't good.
No.
That's no bueno.
We're not in on that.
Mm-mm.
All right, up next is Gran Torino.
Gran Torino is like a cajillion years old, and he should probably be put in just D tier, because I just feel like that's where he should be.
That's ageism. I mean, I think it would be rough for me. I don't think I could handle his tough love.
Nah, he's pretty mean. He's pretty...
He cares about people, but he shows it in, a very, very tough and kind of off-putting way. So that's why I would put him in D tier, because I don't discriminate against the elderly.
He wouldn't take care of me, and that's what I care about.
All right, up next, Gunhead B tier. He's cutie.
A tier. A tier. He's a sweetheart.
He is. You're right. Gunhead can be A tier.
I don't know what his face looks like. Do you ever find out what his
No.
face looks like? Okay, we're just going to assume he cannot kiss you because his gun is literally...
His name is Gunhead.
Yeah, so he must have a gun for a head.
And that's okay.
That's fine.
He's still adorable.
He would hug you.
He could hold me.
Mm-hmm.
He's big, strong arms.
Mm-hmm. He'd hold you.
All right, up next is Hawks. And I love Hawks.
I don't know
but
him.
absolutely not. Oh my god, no. I would not marry Hawks.
I know. I think he's dating Endeavor
Oh,
in my
God.
head. I don't know anything about this ship, but I saw it and I was immediately like, this is the ship for me. So, don't know them, but they're married, or not married, because Endeavor's not allowed to marry
He's
anyone.
the side piece.
Yeah, he's the side piece.
Homewrecker Hawks goes in D tier.
Homewrecker Hawks.
All right, up next is His Purple Highness. It's just Prince. I mean, it's Prince. It's Prince. So,
Yeah,
I mean, S tier.
I've never heard anything bad about Prince.
It's Prince.
Yeah.
All right, up next is Hound Dog.
I hate Hound Dog.
I hate Hound Dog too. I think, honestly, the reason that the student body is as traumatized as they are is that this man, who is literally wearing, like, a collar and a muzzle, is their guidance counselor.
He doesn't look good. He's not even the kind of hot like a B-star's hot. He's literally just like, he's just a gross dog.
He's the epitome. I'm afraid of dogs, especially really loud, big dogs. And he is very tall, big, loud dog.
I mean, the thing is, he could be hot. He could be furry hot, but he's not.
He's not.
He's just a big dog.
Terrible. All right, Ingenium is in Tensei, Tenya's older brother. I would personally say A tier, because he's just a nice guy. He's a handsome man. He's nice. About the only complaint I have about Tensei Ida is that whole business where he told his little brother to like carry on with the family tradition of going into the woods and putting a towel in your mouth and tearing out their little gas pipes. Like, he told his little brother just to go alone in the woods and mutilate himself. And was like, this is just what we do in this family. And, you know, that's going to knock him down to a B tier.
Laurel also knows him from Illegals. I have not read
he's
Illegals.
Such a sweetheart in Illegals.
Yeah, I don't know him. He looks like he looks cute, and I will give him a B tier just for looking cute.
Also, you'd get to have Ida as a brother-in-law.
Exactly. And Ida looks like he'd be great fun. He did try to kill a man.
I respect that. So B tier for Tensei. Inko is a lovely, lovely woman.
Yes.
And I love her a lot. I'm not sure I'm ready to be parent to Izuku Midoriya.
No.
I don't know if I could handle the stepmother role to a child such as him.
Mm-hmm.
So Inko on her own, I think, is A tier.
Yeah, Inko is a lovely woman, but with Izuku, he drops her down quite a bit.
How far would you say?
I honestly think C tier. Izuku's too much.
I think that's fair. I think that is fair.
I'm not ready to be a mom to a high schooler. Not ready for that. No bueno.
Especially not Izuku.
No, he'd fucking break himself. It'd be horrible.
All right, how about Kamui Woods?
I love him. I love this man. I don't know him, but I love his aesthetic. He probably wouldn't be able to hold me very well. He'd probably be also very cold.
Well, he
and
also doesn't
scratchy.
show anyone his face. He has a face, but he doesn't show it.
Cool.
Not even in, like, the character profile art. He has covered his face up.
So cool. He's so cool. He's really winning, you guys.
Do you remember in Fairly Odd Parents, Chester's dad, who always had a paper bag on his head? That's Kamui Woods. Kamui Woods is Chester's dad.
No, he's not. You take it back. He is not.
I think Kamui Woods is at most a C tier.
No. I'd put him at, like, an A tier. He's cool.
He is not an A tier.
He's cool, Laurel.
No, he's not.
I like it. I like the hot hidden face. It's like, Kakashi. It's cool. It's like...
We'll put him in B tier.
Okay, B tier.
All right, what about Chief of Police Kenji?
He is more in line with, I think, the furry aesthetic.
He's very B-stars.
Yes, he's very B-stars, I should say. I do love me a B-star.
And he seems like a good man. When he gave that thumbs up, I also appreciate that he just compulsively barks.
That's funny.
I did
not know that.
I think it's endearing. And I'm really proud of him for, even though he has the equivalent of, I think, what would qualify as a speech impediment, he's made it to such a high-ranking position.
He'd take care of you.
He is at least a B tier.
He's probably very loyal.
Now, that might be going into stereotypes, and I think that's a little bit rude.
I'm saying it because he's on the police force, and he seems like he's very high-ranking, and people respect him.
It's true. People do.
So
I think he's B tier.
Yes.
All right. Up next, we have, oh my God. I knew this was going to happen. Knuckle Duster.
Fuck.
Okay, Up
I
next,
don't know him.
we have Knuckle Duster, who is from Illegals. Now, knowing this man personally, as I do, I've met him.
Laurel has met
He
the Knuckle
sucks.
Duster.
He sucks in a lot of ways. However, he does have one scene where he has a really nice beard.
I do like beards. I've seen this picture, and he is very handsome. I do quite enjoy a beard.
And it's a good look on him.
So I guess it depends if we want. I mean, he's an asshole, but looks are something.
Looks do matter. He
And
does have a daughter and he has a troubled relationship with her.
Oh no, you could fix that.
Can fix it.
We can.
That's
fix
what
it.
this family needs, a stepmother.
A stepmother to fix a relationship.
I'm thinking D tier is the best that Knuckle Duster can do.
So you guys, I really liked how hot he looked with a beard, so I'm gonna give him C tier.
I'll let you have it.
He'd also hold me. He has real arms, and he'd be warm.
He does have big arms.
Big arms.
And he can punch.
Mm-hmm.
He can punch good.
Yeah.
Very strong. All right, so up next we've got another yikes candidate, I feel.
Yeah.
Remember I said spoiler warning. So the reason I really could not date Kirigiri is because he is the reanimated Nomu body of a dead teenager, and I just can't get behind that.
No. I couldn't either. Now that I know he's essentially the Obito to fucking Aizawa's fucking Kakashi character arc.
At least Obito actually grew old.
Yeah, I guess. Brainwashed, but he did grow old.
I mean, he's an adult. I don't think we have anything to suggest that
he grew up.
That we have anything more than just a teenage Nomu here. Deeply unsettling. Cannot do that. Makoto Tsukauchi. S tier. S tier.
I don't know this woman. She's very cute.
S tier. She's
though.
now Masa's younger sister. She's extremely intelligent, extremely driven, very beautiful. She's just a good person. She's got, she's kind of tricksy. She's got some attitude. She's got some tricks up her sleeve. Just absolute S tier. It would be an honor to marry her.
I'm gonna go with it. You have intense feelings about her, and I know nothing about her besides that she's pretty. I'd date her. I'd give her a date. We go get coffee.
All right. Up next is Manuel, who I'm going to be honest, I kind of think he deserves A tier because he's just a nice, normal guy.
He did try to stop Ida from killing a man.
Yeah, he tried to stop Ida from killing a man. Right now, where we are, he's doing a really good job just cleaning up after other people doing absurd things. He keeps a level head, and he's just a nice guy. He's the normal hero. He would be a good husband.
He would.
Low-key, just nice. Pleasant.
He'd hold you at night, and he'd call you beautiful and bring you flowers. And I think that's what really matters.
Yeah. All right, so up next is Midnight, and I love Midnight. Oh my god, absolutely no. No way in hell.
She's the girl you meet at a club, and you're like, I'll have a couple of drinks with you.
You wouldn't even go home with her
Yeah, no. You just know. You're like, I wouldn't trust that person with my life.
I love her, but I'm not into it. I'm not into it.
You see, yeah, same. I was gonna give her a little bit of, I would go home with her maybe once until I learned my lesson, but probably not.
So she pulls out that cat of nine tails.
Yeah, fuck.
Up next is Mirako, the objectively hottest My Hero Academia character. However, she would never date me.
No, she wouldn't date me.
She would not date you. She would date no one. She is a very solo person, and also she's just too good for us.
But also, I put her in S tier because if she were to date me, she would hold me tight. She has those strong arms.
Well, she's got even stronger thighs.
Even stronger thighs. Thick thighs save lives.
Also, she only has one arm now.
Fuck. Oh, well, she'd hold me tight in that one arm.
Her one arm.
She
tied
cute.
off when she lost her arm. She tied it off. She made a tourniquet out of her own hair.
How fucking cool.
Oh my God.
Absolutely tit.
Like, if you could never date her, so she wouldn't even be on this list ever. But if you could, S tier.
Mm-hmm.
If you could get her to be in a relationship with you, I don't think she'd be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
But, just the fact that you could be in a relationship with her, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
That is enough. All right, here's Bakugo's mother, Mitsuki.
She is a D tier. She's scary. She's scary like Bakugo's scary. In the best way possible, but I could not deal with her. She'd be so mean and I'd cry every day. It would be bad.
Imagine being Bakugo's stepmother.
I would die if I was Bakugo's stepmother.
All right, here is what I think is an A tier. This is Kaneko, Monica, whatever you want to call her.
I don't know her.
She's the crab cop. She is from Illegals. She's a cop and she's a crab. She's a good person. She breaks the law sometimes, but it's okay. Nobody tells on her.
She's a cop who breaks the law.
You know what? It's okay. But she's cool. She's got that crab aesthetic. She's a good person. I mean, what more is there to say? She's friends with Fat Gum? What a duo.
I don't like her crab hair. It would pinch me.
It's just hair.
Oh, is it?
I guess I can't make that assumption.
You can't. This is My Hero Academia.
I don't like that you've made me think about that now.
Her crab hair could pinch me, and I'd have welts. It would be
I'm going to have to move her down to C tier now that I'm thinking about this. She's great, but God, you're right.
Crab hair.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about Mr. Compress?
I don't know Mr. Compress at all. Was he in the anime?
Yes, he's in the anime. Remember when he kidnapped 2 teenage boys, turned them into marbles, and put them in his mouth?
Disgusting. We're gonna give him a yikes.
Honestly, yeah, the whole putting two young boys in your mouth, deeply disturbing. Don't think I could handle that.
No, would not. That's like some Vorash shit right there.
All right. Well, he didn't swallow them, so technically.
Mm.
Up next is a questionable one. So, Principal Netsu. He's not human. Like, he is an animal. Like, he's an actual animal. So, when it came to someone like the chief of police, like, he is a human. He may have a dog face, but he's still human.
He's the B-Stars type of animal. You know what I
mean?
But
Netsu is like a literal animal, and I don't know where this falls on the moral compass of, is that bestiality or not?
I think it would be.
But he is like a sentient being. He wears sneakers.
He does wear a lot of dogs I've seen wearing sneakers. I don't know how good of a descriptor that is for the humanity.
He probably wouldn't want to date us anyway, because he kind of hates people.
He does. They made him the way he is, I think, right?
No, he was born like this, and then humans kidnapped him and tortured him.
Okay, so we're gonna say that he...
Honestly, he's kind of a D tier, too. He's very dedicated to his job, and I don't like tea. I don't drink tea, and that would be a problem. Because he's always offering you tea passive-aggressively. He's always refilling your cup.
Can we make another thing that says animal? Can he be in an animal list?
You know what? That's not a terrible idea. This is going to be animal.
We ain't fucking around with that shit.
All right, Miss Joke, easily A tier.
Yeah, she's great. She'd make you laugh.
She's cute. She's funny. She looks like she jumped out of Dragon Ball.
She does.
And I love respect that.
I do love that Dragon Ball aesthetic. I love the orange and the blue color palette. It's very fun-loving.
I just like a good person who can make me laugh.
Mm-hmm. Anybody who thinks her and Aizawa would be together, that's sad, because she's so much better than him. She can do so much better.
Like me.
Exactly.
She could date me.
Or me. Because Aizawa's stinky. You know he would be. Don't tell me he wouldn't be. You're all lying to yourselves.
All right, up next is Mount Lady. Very pretty, very attractive, kind of a shit personality.
She's a disaster.
She is.
One big disaster.
I don't think I want to, be under the financial stress of dating Mount Lady.
She couldn't provide for me.
No, because she's always getting into debt.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so this is the girl you meet at the bar and you go home with her. This is the girl.
Yeah.
But no more.
Her apartment is trashed.
Yes, you don't go to her apartment,
you go to yours.
Bags
all over the floor.
She's a mess. but she's very cute and hot. So I think we can probably say, I would say a B tier.
No way. She's lower than B tier. I will give you C tier max. Think about all the debt you'll incur. Could you handle that?
No, I'm already in enough student loan debt. I couldn't handle the debt of destroying a city.
No, she is C tier at most, and that's being kind. All right, Nana is beautiful and lovely. She's dead.
Don't know much about
And
Nana because of that.
she did abandon her family to go be a hero. And that's a complicated issue, but like she did have a husband that she left, and I mean,
if you leave one husband, you leave them all.
Yeah, and I don't think I could come into this relationship. Like, I would feel like I was intruding because she had this family that she left behind, and would she even take on another relationship?
I agree with you. I think she'd have to be put in a D.
And it's nothing to do with her. It's all about the situation.
It's all situational.
Here is another easily S tier character, Namasa Sukauchi, man after my own heart.
He's a good
detective
man.
of the year. Wonderful, excellent, perfect, except this man is a workaholic. He has the Japan's future on his shoulders. Have you seen how exhausted this man looks in the recent chapters? He is dead on his feet. He does not have time for me.
But the thing is, if he can handle All Might, he can handle you.
Yeah, but even then, he and All Might just had like their weird get-togethers every so often.
True.
And that was before everything went to shit.
So you'd essentially, he'd come home.
If he came home.
Yeah, if he came home.
This is a man who sleeps in the office.
He sleeps under his desk in the office. He's one of those. We all know those at work. You come in the next morning and they're in the same t-shirt and you're like, have you been here all night? And they sadly nod their head over their paperwork.
So, because of that, I have to put him in D tier because he has no time for me, but let it be known I have time for him. I would give him all the time in the world.
Be the good wife. Make him dinner when he does come home. Aw, can we put him
at least sit at the table?
At least put him in C tier with All Might.
You know what? We'll put him in with his best buddy. They can be bros. All right, up next is Natsuo Todoroki. Once again, nice guy, handsome young man.
Another fucking Todoroki, though.
It's another fucking Todoroki, and because of that, he's going in D tier. He's not as cute as Fuyumi, so he doesn't get that bonus, soft, cute look.
I like how beefy he is, though. I do like those muscles.
Okay, but he is the only one out of the Todoroki kids who takes after his father physically. Next is 13, and I love them. I think they're very nice. I think they're a fun person.
13 looks super Star Trek, and I dig that.
I could absolutely be with them, in general. I worry because of the whole, they constantly wear this suit and, they are a black hole. I do think that would get in the way a little bit, but I think I'd be willing to work with it.
I don't know if I would. I think it's very important to have a body in these types of situations. So I would, but they'd be very nice. They would hold me. They'd take me out to dinner. So I bet that spacesuit is squishy, though. It looks squishy. It might. I feel like it wouldn't be super squishy. But it looks squishy. They look like the Tire Man. And I've always thought that Tire Man looked really soft and huggable. He does look very soft and huggable, but the thing is, they're hard face. Yes, the body would be soft. True. But up above is all... Can we go B tier? We can go B tier. I'll give you B tier. A B, if you take it apart, is a 13. It's true. I like that. Up next is Overhaul. No. Yikes. Yeah, no. Yikes. No. He's a child abuser, you guys. Once again. And just creepy. Yeah, he's gross. Just creepy. Not good. Also, no arms. Cannot hug you. Yeah, no arms anymore. Cannot hug. Got those ones chopped right off. All right, up next, man of the hour, Present Mike. Once again, easy S tier. He would take care of you. Except. He's kind of a workaholic, too.
He's got 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm. Worse than our boy Naomasa because of those 3 jobs, because he'd be constantly juggling between them. He gets no sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he ever sleeps. He kind of acts like a person who doesn't sleep.
Mm-hmm. He does. He acts like he's pretty much living off from coffee. In his bloodstream is straight espresso. It can be nothing else. So I would give him, because I do love him so. I love his personality and I love his mustache. I would give him an A tier. I would be there for him when he does decide to come home.
Those rare moments when he comes home would be precious.
They
Far
would be
and few
precious.
between, but I think they'd be worth it.
I also think he smelled nice. I think he's one of those people that just smells really nice.
Well, I think he probably uses, like, since he uses so much hair product, he probably gets some, like, nicely scented stuff because he has to live with it all the time.
He also he's probably pretty rich. He's probably pretty well off because of his 3 jobs. So I'm assuming he probably buys pretty expensive cologne.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. I would be a well-kept wife, and that's the important thing.
All right, what about the pussycats? Just all of them.
They're fantastic. There's nothing else you can say. They're all strong. They could all hug you.
They're all magical girls, which is great.
They're all magical girls in the best sense of the word.
I'm very into that. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be great to marry the pussycats.
Yeah, no, I do too.
I don't really see any downsides here.
None, actually. And there's also 4 of them, and being married to all 4 of them, you always have someone there. I get lonely, and I'd never be lonely.
Yeah, and Ragdoll's been demoted to secretary, so
exactly, Ragdoll, and she's cute.
She's adorable.
Adorable.
Anyway, yeah, I S tier, easily S tier.
Yeah.
How about Recovery Girl?
Recovery Girl's gonna go in D tier for me.
You know, same. I mean, she's an adult woman and she's totally marriageable, but she does also feel like a grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she would lecture me on my eating habits and tell me that I don't exercise enough, and I couldn't handle that.
I couldn't either.
Coming home to her, I think it would really
wear
on my self-esteem.
Right? Constantly being told you eat like shit.
Rei Todoroki, you know, I think she deserves the best in the world. I don't think I'm that.
I'm not that.
Once again, I do not want to be involved in Todoroki drama in any capacity, but she's you know, a lovely woman who has come a long way and who cares a whole lot.
I wouldn't put her, I'd probably put her in D tier with all the other moms. Well, actually, just one other mom. Gosh, I didn't realize we rated
Nana's a mom, technically.
No, you're
right.
She's
a grandmom.
Fuck, she is.
We know that grandson, and he sucks.
He does suck. Yeah, I think I would put her in D tier just because of that Todoroki drama.
I think she needs to live happily on her own with her kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she needs me around.
She doesn't need another a husband or wife for that matter.
Now, Lockrock, on the other hand, S tier, tried and true, proven husband material, actual family man, only sensible adult in this show.
He is. He cares about the kids, and he'd care about you, which is very important. He's also hot. So he's very human looking, and he's hot.
And he would always make sure he comes home to you.
He would. He cares.
Just a good man. Just a good man.
It's really solid. What's his quirk? I don't know.
He can like lock things into place.
You see, he's even got a simple quirk you don't need to worry about at your home. He's not gonna set anything on fire. He's not gonna break anything with his crazy quirk. It's just a normal dude. Perfect.
Up next is our dragon queen, Ryukyu. I think she's an A tier.
I think she's an A tier.
She's a nice person. She's kind of sexy. She got like the short haircut and she's got the earrings.
Those earrings are hot.
And I mean, honestly, dragons.
Dragons are very cool.
What can I say?
Nah, definitely A tier. I don't know much about her personality.
She's a nice person.
So.
I think it's kind of weird that her dragon form has dragon titties, but you know.
Yeah.
I can get over it.
Yeah, I can too. I can get over if she'd be willing to marry me.
Up next is Sansa, a special boy.
Special cat boy.
He is another police officer, and the thing that I like about Sansa is that, like, so he was born with a cat head, and it just happens in the My Hero Academia universe. Sometimes that happens to you. But he decided to own it. Like that little bell he wears around his neck, he was like, yeah, I'm a cat. What you gonna say about it?
He's very Beastars adjacent, which I like.
I think he's probably gonna go in B next to Chief of the Police, right?
Yeah, Chief of Police. I think they're both really good people. And they're just human enough to pass.
Right, up next is Selkie in terms of the furry characters.
Selkie's a little too animal for me.
Is he?
I can't remember what Selkie's body looks like.
He has just a muscle body.
Does he? Okay, yeah, he's fine then. Throw him in B tier. If he's muscly, he's got to be hot, right?
He's got a beard.
Right, you guys? Yeah, he does have a beard. I do like a beard.
Up next is Sirius. I think Sirius is seriously C tier in that she's kind of average. She's a cute person. I appreciate the pun name. That she's got like the radio ears and her name is Sirius, like Sirius FM radio.
I have been told that the fins on the side of her face are not actually attached.
They're not.
Which makes me very sad because if they were, I really like fish people and I would put her up in A tier. But because they're a lie and I've been lied to for so long, I'm a little salty. So I would also put her in C tier because that would be tit if those were just her fucking ears. I would be totally down to clown with that. But they're a lie, so C tier.
Up next is Night Eye, who is a D tier. I think he's a creepy looking man with creepy proportions. His color palette, hideous. What is wrong with that hair?
I love his color palette. I love it. It's really fun. I love the green and yellow. I kind of like how gross he is. I like that he looks like super jointed and gross.
He makes me think of Mito Tsuji from Yoapeda, and that's never a good thing to think of.
He doesn't click like him, though.
But he feels like he could.
His joints could click like that. No teeth required.
He's got yaoi man hands.
Does have yaoi man hands.
Which, I mean, to be fair, yaoi hands are good to hold you with.
They do. As we know, they are good to hold you with. But he is dead, though.
He is dead.
He's very dead.
Theoretically, if he wasn't, though, what do you think? I say D tier, but you're not me.
I would put him, you know what? I feel like he's pretty much so obsessed with All Might.
Oh, God, that's a good fucking point.
He wouldn't be a good husband.
There'd be no room for any of my stuff in because he just filled the room with all his All Might collectibles, and that's a little creepy. It's one thing. Like, the guy does like Precure, and, I also love Precure, so, like, we could mesh on that level, but I think having, like, the degree of obsession that he does with, like, a real person that he actually knows and has a relationship with, I think that's kind of off-putting.
It is. I think he'd be a really good friend. I think he'd be really fun to sit down and watch, like, and really critically think about some shows with. He's one of those guys that probably likes to tear apart his media. But I don't think I could be married to him because he'd be so obsessed with All Might. There's no room for me. There's no room for me in that relationship.
Oh, yes, D tier.
Mm-hmm.
Up next is Mr. Cowboy Snipe.
I love this cowboy man for no reason other than that he's a cowboy. Because that's cool.
That's all you need to be. All you need to be is a cowboy.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, just for being a cowboy?
Yeah, fucking put him up in S tier. A cowboy.
All right, next we have cosplaying Lizard Man. He has knives. I honestly cannot remember what his quirk is. I care so little about this man.
I would put him in Yikes because he kills people, right?
We can't just put all the villains in Yikes. We've already established that. We had to put Murder to the side.
Murder to the side. I don't like the fact that he's just cosplaying someone.
He's ugly. His costume is just cosplay, which is dumb.
I don't like him.
No.
I also don't like the color of his hair meshing with that green.
Nah, he's gross. What about Stain himself? Now we're going away from cosplay to the real thing.
I think he wouldn't be a good husband because he's so obsessed with revenge and heroes and the legal system.
Also, the blood thing is creepy. I know we shouldn't discriminate based on quirk, but it's creepy.
It's very creepy.
In Illegals, you can see him, like, collecting bandages and licking them, and that's really gross.
Nasty Band-Aid liquor.
And that's the kind of thing where it's like, I know where that tongue's been. I don't want anything to do with it.
He'd have to bleach his mouth, so yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Can we put him in yikes? He does lick Band-Aids.
You know what? I'll give it to you.
If he licks Band-Aids, I think he goes in the yikes.
You know what? That's fair. Up next is Koichi from...
That's like something you see on that Reddit thing. What's it called?
r/relationships. My boyfriend licks bandages, and I told him it was weird, and he told me I was the freak. Am I reasonable for thinking that was weird, or am I completely in the wrong here?
Right. And all the comments are like, you need to break up. And she's just commenting, no, but I love him.
I love him so much.
He likes Band-Aids, hon. Get rid of him.
Okay, as I was trying to say, up next is Koichi, who is my boy from Illegals. He's a good kid. I say kid. He is in college.
Yeah, so
he's an adult man. His superhero costume is just an All Might hoodie, but he also wears like knee pads, which I respect.
He kind of reminds me of Spider-Man in a way. Very,
He's got a little bit of that Spider-Man vibe. Now, my biggest problem with Koichi is that he's kind of a shitster.
Yeah?
He's kind of a shitster. He's kind of a shitty guy.
Yeah, is he rude or?
He's a college boy.
Yeah, so he's rude. All college boys are rude.
Also, he lives in the shadiest apartment you've ever seen.
Like
in your
a
life.
real college kid.
It's a single apartment on top of an abandoned building. He initially got a reputation at his college for being a fucking creep because he invited a girl to come over to his house, and he was like, "Here it is," and it was an abandoned building, and they were like, "Goodbye." Ooh. He has his good moments. He's kind of a shitster, but he's growing up.
No, that is college
I think
boy
he'll mature.
Mood,
he will mature into a decent person.
Hopefully. We all hope college boys mature.
Alright, up next is Shigaraki.
He's gross. He's dusty.
He is really gross.
I think he deserves a yikes because he couldn't touch you. You die.
I mean, he could, as long as he didn't touch you with all of his fingers.
Yeah, so
now he can just kind of do whatever. He's, like, super powered now, and also kind of a Nomu and the same person as All For One. It's very confusing, and I don't like thinking about it on a level of personal identity.
The thing is with him, like I said, he's dusty, he's gross, you get a close-up of his face, his lips are all nasty, he needs chapstick and some lotion.
Also, he's a gamer.
He is a gamer.
He's a gamer, bro. No thanks.
We all know you don't date a gamer.
Nuh-uh.
No, we don't date gamers.
Nuh-uh.
Also, the thought of him holding me like he's holding a teacup with his pinky up makes me fucking lose my mind.
Alright, so we're gonna put him in yikes.
Yeah, he's a yikes.
Okay, Dobby, Christ no. Twice is dead. So, that complicates things. But if he wasn't dead, I still wouldn't date him because man's got issues.
Yeah, he's like he's anime Deadpool, essentially.
In looks. Personality-wise, less so.
I mean, he does have almost like a multiple personality thing going on, doesn't he?
He does, and he can't take off his mask.
I mean, yeah.
He's got some issues.
I feel like he's...
Also, I think a thing that's scary is that Toga's his best friend, and, like, imagine Toga giving you, like, a shovel talk.
That's horrifying.
I don't think I could handle that. Like, Toga looking over your shoulder? Terrifying.
No. He's in D tier. He's not a yikes because he's
a good boy deep down.
Yeah, he's not crusty, and he has both his arms.
And he's not abusive.
Yeah, he's not abusive.
He is a murderer. But
that is
in his case, it's legitimately because he fell in with the wrong crowd.
I fell in with the wrong crowd. Now I do drugs.
Now, unfortunately, that wrong crowd was a terrorist group. Mm-hmm. But,
And instead of drugs, he kills people. So...
I mean, they do also kind of deal drugs.
You're right. No, they do. He kills people and he deals drugs.
Oh, what a man. Up next we have Uwami. She's not someone who has a lot going on for her, but she is pretty. She does have snakes attached to her, which is kind of like a bonus.
If you like snakes.
I think snakes are cool.
I don't hate snakes. I've touched one. Little scaly. But she's not a snake. She'd be nice and warm. She's just a human.
Yeah, she's just very pretty.
She is very pretty. I would give her an A tier.
Honestly, yeah, she's just very
fine.
beautiful. And she's got bonus pets.
Yeah, bonus pets. I'm always down for pets.
All right, how are we feeling about Vlad King?
You know, I like Vlad King, like vampires. Big fan. I put him right up in A tier.
You know, I think he does a good job with Class 1B. He seems like a nice guy. The blood creeps me out a little bit, but you know what? It's not his fault.
He's also got real fucking strong arms, so he'd hug you tight.
He is buff as hell.
He'd keep you safe in those strong arms.
And I bet he's warm. A blood hero should be warm.
I would think. Gosh, I would hope.
Up next is Wash.
Wash wouldn't keep me warm.
No, Wash would not keep you warm. Wash is a box.
I think Wash is a sort of animal. Can we change animals to animals and appliances?
I think that's just fine. Animal and appliances.
Yeah, man.
All right, and we've got one left,
So,
and that is...
Ocean man, take me by the hand.